Scorpio, I'm Anisha. You can write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. You can also visit my website www.tarotbyanisha.com, and this is your monthly forecast for May 2015. Scorpios, this month starts very powerfully for you as we have a full moon on the 3rd in your own sign, and this is the house of self. It's a house of your own dreams, your desires, and whenever we have a full moon in our own house, it really means that things have reached to a fruition, they've reached to completion, and now they must be spoken about, or now they must be dealt with. And they are often very emotional, the full moon energy, so and whatever it is that is said during this time can come across as quite unrefined and raw, because you've not sort of planned as to what is it that you will say. However, this is it is nothing new that you are feeling or thinking or about saying. This is something that has been going on for a long time, only that now will the energy come and you just sort of either there will be an urge to do something about it, or you just sort of make a proclamation about it and just say it as it is. And this is a time, Scorpios, where you will be reevaluating yourself. You're going to be looking at your priorities. You're going to be figuring out as to what is it that you want in life, what it is that you want for yourself, what is it that stays and what is it that goes. Specifically, if it has to do with a relationship, it speaks about a relationship that is not doing much for you, but you insist on holding on to it. Scorpios, now, and this trend has been there for you almost close to a year, this need, and when I'm saying trend, it could have been longer, but just that, it's coming more on focus, is clinging on to that relationship and not sort of big tug. It can be a power struggle, it can be that you are more involved in the relationship than the other person is, yet you refuse to sort of let go of it, and it's not doing anyone any good. And it can also be that you desire a lot of attention during this time from the other person, and the thing is that that you may be getting it too, and it could be like a clandestine thing that you could be getting it, and you could be sort of validating it to yourself and saying that, oh, at least I have this place in her heart, or I have this portion of my life with her or with him, whoever. Now the thing is that this relationship is not, when I'm saying for real, in the sense that it doesn't really exist in the real life. It's just anything that is there on behind the scenes, which is sort of done on the background, does not really exist in the real sense. It's and you can feel whatever that you want out of it and pine and so on and so forth, but the truth is that the relationship has no foundation over it. So the full moon coming and putting a light over here into this aspect of your chart is really saying, that do you really want it, and how long are you going to be sort of going to keep on hanging on to it. You may find yourself feeling very emotional as well, Scorpios, during this time, and you could be craving more attention. It could be that some of you could be looking for replicas of the person that you're in relationship with, no matter how toxic the relationship is. And you could be saying that, oh, but that person needs to be having that much, or she needs to be more like her. And of course, subconsciously and unconsciously, and it is not, we'd never repeat patterns consciously. And you could be looking for a replica of what is there that is not possible in your real life. And that is something that could be sort of stopping you from moving ahead. And that is something that you must keep in mind as to on the longevity of the relationship, and on the fact of it that the relationship has no legs really. Now Venus is going to be, one more thing, full moons are also often about endings, so it could also be that some of you will actually decide to end something finally, and also it's it's a good time to finish things off, get conclusions, close the loops and say, okay, I'm done with it. So some of you could actually have the courage and the spine to do it as well, and the rest of you will just sort of float with whatever bit of that relationship is there. Scorpios, while the full moon is going to be making you extremely sensitive, you must keep in mind at all times while you're dealing with other people, and specifically this has to do with friendships. Stay respectful during all times. It could be that in a fit of emotion you may say things that you may regret, or you may behave in a certain way which you may regret later on. So try and keep a balance, and also don't try and come across as extremely needy, be it again with friendships or in closest relationships, wherein that you are seeking validation, you are seeking this need to be really really clingy and want to be known that you appreciated, you are loved, you wanted, and so on and so forth. So try and keep the attention that you're seeking at a balance. Scorpio's Venus enters Cancer on the May 7th, and she conjuncts with Uranus on the 25th, and it's transiting a part of your chart that has to do with travel, it has to do with communication, it has to do with partners, international partners. So it could be that you could be very keen on expanding your mind. Maybe you could be dealing with foreign partners a lot, maybe foreign offices. Some of you could be traveling internationally, and you could find yourself in a different environment which could really open up your mind and broaden your horizons. And also some of you may take a trip to meet somebody who's not living in the same country as you, and it could be the person could be from a extremely different cultural background, could be living very differently, and it would be quite a experience for you. Some of you may also take a certain class or something, maybe for exotic cooking, and something which does not have to do with your particular culture. This is a time also, Scorpions, it speaks about generosity and speaks about expansiveness. It's a time really not to be, even for those of you who are going through personal stuff, and again, because this is covering groups of people or friendships to a large sense, try and not be too petty, and try to let be bygones, and don't sort of, and even though Scorpions, we're known for the tenacity and holding on and feeling really intensely, but with this transit particularly, it's not the best of times to be being very petty about things that have happened in the past. Be generous, be expansive, let things go. You will also be having a taste for the exotic during this transit, Scorpios, and just it could also be that for some of you who get attracted to somebody who's not living in the same country, maybe lives somewhere else, and could be really really different from you, could have different values and culture system, and you could be really be attracted to this person. Now Mars is going to be entering Gemini on the 11th, and Mars is going to be transiting a part of your house that has to do with intimacy, it has to do with sexuality. A lot of you are going to be really not caring about what people say or think, or how it is, or where it is that your relationship is, or with whom it is. You're just going to carry on irrespective of it. And this really speaks about Scorpions, about conflicts between maybe your own values or even values of another person. It's really a conflict of sorts of the values and what it is that you're doing. So they really do, it's really a contradiction of sorts. You may be knowing at the back of your mind that what you're doing is not really, I wouldn't say right, but there's not something good in it. So if hypothetically, if it's a clandestine affair, and someone is getting hurt in it ultimately, and however righteous that you may be in it, it is a fact that someone is getting hurt in this entire scheme of things, and you need to be thinking. So you can take a stand and say, it doesn't bother me, it has nothing to do with me, I too am leading in my life, I too am leading my life, and this is how I think is right. On the other side, you need to be keeping in mind that there is you are the third person maybe in the relationship, and you cannot ignore it. So that is something that you need to be keeping in mind. And with Mars entering this, I think it could make you quite egoistic as well, as far as intimacy issues are concerned. You may feel that, oh, why should I make the first move? Let him or her say that he or she loves me, or even where sexuality is concerned, there could be some amount of you may feel tug in the sense that why is it that you need to be asserting it, or you need to be expressing it more. So this is going to be an ego issue over here. It could be that at this time as well, that a crisis could also come to an end with this particular transit. It could also be that during this time you may hear something which will hurt you. You won't like it, and it will have to do with your intimacy. And like I said, it speaks about clandestine stuff. It speaks about stuff which is behind the scenes, which it's exciting. There's a lot of temptation. It's heady. It has great chemistry, but it has no legs. It really has no foundation. So you really need to be keeping your mind, and again, like this train has been there for you for a long time. Relationships on the backside, on the relationships without foundations, and you're constantly being asked to review them, to look at them, and at various times there's tension that's caused in this aspect of your life, so that you can have a look at it and review it. Now, Mercury is going to be going retrograde, and Mercury is retrograding your house of shared resources, of intimacy, and Mercury goes retrograde from 18th of May and till about 8th of June, so that's about 3 weeks. So we all know the Mercury drill, communication, transport, technology, not to be buying new stuff, being extremely careful as far as your written and spoken communication is concerned, ensuring that your vehicles as service, that you are carrying your licensing, is ensuring that you have your warranties and receipts in place. Also avoiding buying any big ticket item during this time. So be extremely careful. For you, because it's focusing on your joint finances, it speaks about taxes, it speaks about insurances, it speaks about mortgage. It also speaks about a time to redistribute your wealth. It speaks about because it's a retrograde, there could be some amount of a delay. Maybe you filed for a tax, you're waiting for a return, maybe some kind of a payment that has to get made to you, it will get delayed. Maybe some form of a joint financial decision is taking a lot of time. So it could be just that it needs to get discussed, and every time that things come up for review, it just means that you need to be discussing it, you need to be reviewing it. So joint financial, it also has to do with custody of children, it has to do with alimony, and again a power struggle, which again should be discussed, not a time to be getting into one big bitter legal war. It's also a time where sexual issues need to be discussed, wherein there have been some intimacy issues wherein that you feel that there's something is not quite right sexually. You need to be speaking about it. Don't just sort of brush it under the carpet and say, okay, we shall look at it some other time. It's a good time, Scorpios, to be reminding yourself of the way your relationship used to be, how intimate and how beautiful, or how sexually close you were with your partner before that entire turmoil began. So at times we need to be taking ourselves to that place where everything was fine, where everything flowed smoothly, and there is not so much of a struggle to get things going. So take yourself back into that place and operate from there. That should help you smooth a lot of things out. And this house also favors during the retrograde eliminating the old. So cleanse your mind, get rid of the secrets. It's also that during this time certain hidden things, maybe secrets that have been, they have got discussed, but again it's just skeletons coming out of the closet, and you may not like it. Maybe you'll come to know something and it'll upset you. Maybe something that you have revealed is upsetting. So this entire thing is going to be going on, but it's just again a phase. You just need to give it some time and let it rest for a while. The keywords for you this month, Scorpio, are relinquish, repay, reallocate and relent. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, Scorpios. I'll see you again next month and thank you so much for watching.